This is the Go 10.3, and one of the biggest criticisms of the Go 10.3 was the case it came with, and we as reviewers and you guys in the audience were all saying a similar thing. Why didn't they just bring it with the Note Air 4C case, which had this really cool mode to stand it up, and it had this horrible flappy thing where, you know, you're going to lose this, or you can see already that it's gone. When I close this, it's now going to be backwards, or yeah, randomly inside the thing, and you're constantly knocking this pen off and losing it. It's a bad case. You can get an orange one, which is cool, but you know, anyway. And it can stand up-ish, but it can stand up in this mode, but then it just kind of slips over time. You can use that to stop it from slipping, but it's just not perfect. And one of the things we like doing is writing on e-ink, and being able to stand up vertically is a really cool thing to be able to do. So I went ahead and bought this case, and I was wondering, is problem solved? This case here, which does have an origami mode as well. The Boox Go 10.3 is one of the best e-ink tablets ever made, to be honest. It's so easy to recommend. It frequently is my #1 e-ink tablet, but the case they've decided to go with, it's frankly annoying, because this flap always gets detached and is lost, and the pen keeps falling off. It's just annoying. So I found this one on Amazon. Let's check it out. This is a third-party case. Has it actually solved a lot of the issues with the Go 10.3 case? Sure, it's not the right color, and the Go 10.3, the actual Boox case, does come in a rather nice orange as well. So no need for a flimsy little strap on the side, because it has a option to store the pen in here. I guess that'll become a bit looser as time goes on. And then importantly, it's got the option to do a vertical stand-up mode. Now that doesn't seem like a very big deal, but actually it is, because one of the great ways to use these ink tablets is actually to use them with a Bluetooth keyboard. And because it's a Boox, you can use it in any Android app you like on here, including of course Microsoft Word. I think it might be best to use it in one of the very fast modes. And this is just a better also orientation for reference, just to have it on your desk for those purposes. So let's have a little look at the different modes you can use this in. Ah yes, so yeah, that was the vertical mode. Certainly it's held pretty firmly in there. So yeah, horizontal mode, vertical mode. Cool, not bad at all. It's quite a strong magnet on the front of the case. That's the only thing that maybe I'll be a little bit concerned about. I will use it and I will let you know. And I'll obviously put a link to where I got this on Amazon in the description. It's rather like the Boox Note Air 4C case, which can do this vertical mode, but does it in a slightly different way. This folds in like this, and then has a different way of standing. Well, you can stand it like that. It actually has a different way of standing into, don't know because I never use it. It just, yeah, rolls up like that. It's quite firm. And that is more of a vertical, there's more of an upright than that is. That's pretty cool though. So yeah, one of the biggest issues with the Go 10.3 solved. And it does fit in, does work with the Go 10.3. It's listed as being for the Go 10.3 or the Tab 10, I think this is called in China. And there's a Tab 10C there as well. It works with all three of those. Although obviously the magnet still does work on the side there. It's not the most secure magnet on the Go 10.3. So you did need a strap of some sort, but the way they've got around that is by having a pocket for the pen. So once you're done your session working with it, you can slide that in there. You can see it slides in super easy. It's not easy to slide it in at all. Maybe I think after a little bit of use, you'll find that does slide in okay. Once it just kind of loosens that up. There it is, it's in there, so that's nice and secure for your bag as well. I did see it mentioned at the top of the stream, actually somebody said they found this case as well, and that they found it okay, except it was quite heavy. Yep, I agree, it's a bit heavier than the original one, and that's one thing, you know, when you don't necessarily want on a tablet which is designed to be as thin and light as possible. So there's that. And also, I noticed that magnet is really quite strong. And so here, unfortunately, as I say, cases are just all about compromise. There we are, it's out. And I'm going to show you something which unfortunately means I really thought I had found the answer. I really thought I'd found the case for this Go 10.3, and it would be like, yes, what you want to do is buy the Go 10.3, but get this case straight away. But let's see why not to buy this case, because here's my line test. That's in the normal Boox case. Not a lot of issues there at all. That's in no case, but this is in this case. And you get a real interference at the top there that would actually really annoy me. So let's go to a blank screen. This is the test to do if you're ever interested. Whoa, you see that? Oh no. Now generally, the question is, I see the top there, like, is that gonna stop you? Is that gonna bother you for writing? It just didn't need to have quite as strong a magnet at the top there, in my opinion. You've got those two spaces where it's just a bit unusable. Whether that's gonna bother you when you write across it, yeah, it is gonna bother you. But those are the only points that it's gonna be bad. So I think trade-offs, obviously, and what you're going to want to do if you buy this case, you're going to want to pull it out of the case whenever you're writing in it, and then you're going to want to use the case for the one main reason that you did buy the case for, to stand it up vertically. Remember how to do it correctly. It folds in a different way to the Note F4C case. The Note F4C case does fold better than this does, in a more pleasing and more sturdy way, but it folds nonetheless into a vertical mode, and now you can type away to your heart's content in that, or you can just have it there for reference in that vertical mode, and then when you want to write, you can pull it out of its case and you can enjoy writing on it without that interference at the top there. Okay, so there we are. That's at least an option if the case was something that really was really strong magnet. If that case is really something that was stopping you enjoying your Go 10.3, then that is something that, yeah, I've just gone ahead and bought that from Amazon just to try that out really, because I was that curious.